How many times have you prayed and thought God wasn't listening to you? That He was far away, indifferent? The truth is that God is much closer than you imagine. But perhaps your heart hasn't realized it yet. Today I'm going to reveal 7 steps to feeling this presence clearly and deeply. And the last one is so important that few people know it. Don't leave the video before listening. Imagine waking up in the morning and, before even touching your phone, you find yourself in silence. Not empty silence, but a space where God can speak. The first step to feeling God's presence is to create moments of intentional silence. We live surrounded by noise, haste, and distractions, but God often speaks in whispers, as He did to Elijah. Have you set aside time just to listen? When we silence the world around us, we can perceive the gentle voice of the Spirit in the small details. In the midst of everyday life, stop, breathe, and listen. Have you been listening to God lately? Write here in the comments. I want to learn to hear God's voice. Prayer is a direct channel between you and God, but many use it as a list of requests. The second step is to transform your prayer into a dialogue. Speak, yes, but also learn to listen. Open your heart as if you were talking to a loving Father. When Jesus prayed, He sought intimacy, not just answers. What would it be like if, instead of talking all the time, you said, "Lord, speak, for your servant is listening"? God's presence is revealed when we give Him space to respond. Have you ever experienced this type of prayer? Share in the comments. What is your time with God in prayer like? The third step is simple yet profound. Gratitude. When you give thanks, your soul aligns with God's goodness. We often expect great signs, but ignore the small daily blessings. The air we breathe, the food we eat, a hug from someone, a lifeline in traffic, all of these are divine presents. Gratitude transforms our hearts, opens our spiritual eyes, and connects us with heaven. The more we give thanks, the more we realize how loved we are. Today, why are you grateful? Write in the comments something simple that God has done for you in the last few days. Recognizing His actions is a powerful way to feel Him close. The fourth step is to meditate on the Word. Not just read it, but let it speak to you. The Bible is alive, and when we approach it with an open heart, God reveals Himself. Each verse can become an answer, a direction, a comfort. Meditating is stopping, reflecting, and applying it. How is your relationship with the Word? Have you set aside time for it? Try reading slowly, praying about what you read, and writing down your feelings. This habit will bring light to your day and help you recognize God in even the most mundane details. Right here, which verse has impacted your week? The fifth step is to live with the awareness that God is present all the time, even in the simplest tasks. Washing dishes, going to work, caring for children, He is there. Brother Lawrence, a monk from the last century, called this practicing God's presence. It's when we transform the ordinary into the sacred. You can sweep the house in worship, you can drive while praising, you can transform your routine into an altar. God's presence is not only in church services, but in the grocery store aisles, in the bank line, in the hospital corridors. Do you live as if He were right beside you, right? I want to see God in the details. The sixth step is to surround yourself with people who also seek God's presence. Fellowship strengthens, builds, and keeps the flame burning. When we isolate ourselves, we weaken, but by sharing experiences, prayers, and testimonies, our faith grows. As the Word says, "Where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there I am in the midst of them." God's presence manifests when we come together to seek, worship, and grow together. Do you have someone with whom you can pray, discuss the Bible, and share experiences of faith? Write in the comments, who is the person who strengthens your spiritual journey? The seventh step is the most profound. Deciding every day to live by faith. There will be days when you won't feel anything. But God's presence doesn't depend on feelings, it is real. Living by faith is trusting even when everything is dark. It's believing that He is present even in silence. Jesus promised, "I will be with you always." This is the anchor of our soul. Choosing faith is declaring, God is with me, even when I don't see Him. This is the greatest step. Today you can make that choice. Write in the comments, "Lord, I choose to trust." And if this video spoke to your heart, subscribe to the Shalom channel, like this video and activate the bell. May God bless you, and may His presence infuse your daily life.